There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another random DOS game show. And welcome to Yendor's Castle. This is a fantasy adventure which takes place in the Yendor's Castle. The castle is randomly stocked for each game, thereby ensuring a different adventure each time you play. So, this is essentially, there was an old game in the late 70s called Wizard's Castle. This is like a variant of that, and you're going to see what that means shortly. So, we've got each room will have contents and stuff, single letters, abbreviations, sort of like Rogue, and there you've got your various actions, which I will subsequently forget and die, you know. So there's magic spells that I won't be using, and there are treasures and curses to pick up and be avoided. And each time you hit a gargoyle or dragon, there's a chance your weapon will break. But we'll probably not get far enough. So, good luck, foolish creature. You'll need it. Okay, please choose your character. Am I an elf, a dwarf, a man, or a hobbit? I'm a man. Invalid response! Uppercase, you fool! What is your sex? Male. Picking a human male. I know I'm really pushing the boat out here. Okay, human, you have the following characteristics. Strength, intelligence, dexterity, and 8 other points to allocate as you wish. How many points do you want to add to intelligence? 3. How many points do you want to add to strength? 3. And then 3 plus 3 is 6, therefore 2 to dex. So here's a list of armor you can buy with cost in the brackets, okay? I have 60 gold pieces. I think I'll invest in some plate armor. Now, unfortunately, that leaves me with 30 gold pieces, which is still enough to buy a sword. Imagine just going into the castle with nothing. Okay, human, you enter the castle and begin. I think that's almost like a difficulty thing, where it's like, okay, you can do a run with less armor, but more dexterity. Presumably the plate affects dexterity. And, you know, you can do a run without any sort of thing going on. So, this is a procedurally generated, grid-based castle text game, and unlike Rogue, there's no graphical interface. You know, that, as in the text isn't representing parts of the dungeon or anything by the looks of things. So, my move is to go north. Can I just hit N? Do you want to leave the castle? No. So, I guess going north makes us leave the castle. Okay, you hear thunder. Your move. Let's go west. You hear a door open. Oh, that's ominous. West again. Here you find a chimera. You're facing a chimera. Well, that makes sense. You may attack, retreat, or bribe. Well, with no gold pieces. So that explains why you can buy lesser equipment. So you can have a bit of gold to try and pass on to the monsters. Let's attack. Drat! Missed! The chimera attacks, or chimera. I think it's chimera. Ouch! He hit you. You're facing a chimera. You may attack or retreat. Doesn't tell us our hit points. Unless our hit points are measured in strength. Let's attack it again, because that's clever. Nope. He still hit us. Oh, you hit the lousy chimera. So the chimera's lousy, but our strength is depleted, so we'll retreat. So when we retreat, the chimera had a chance to, you know, bite us again. So let's go east. You stepped on a frog. Okay. Our strength is down to 2. We will soon be dead. Here you find an empty room. You sneezed. Oh no. Well, I like the sort of randomness factor there. Let's keep heading north. Here you find a book. Open book. Invalid response. Take book. Invalid response. I should have looked up the other things I could do with the book. I sneezed again. Maybe it's because of my low strength. Let's just keep heading north. And north, you hear a door open. Here you find flares. You have 3. Take flares. Invalid response. See, that's the issue here. The text parser is very limited. And honestly, you play something like this and you're like, I could be playing a roguelike instead. You know, I could be playing Hack or NetHack or even Rogue or Beneath Apple Manor. You know, all those graphical procedurally generated dungeon crawlers instead of a text-based castle crawler. So, no flares. Oh, can we gaze at the orb? Yes. You see yourself drinking from a pool and becoming a troll. Oh. Well, that's different. But hey, at least we were able to do something. I remembered the gaze command. Let's keep heading north. Here you find pool. As in the game or as in an actual pool? Because it would be some sort of fountain if we were in a castle, right? Drink? You take a drink and feel smarter. You see. So, if we hit H for help, that's nice. I like when a game gives you the option in-game, the text adventure games, to, show you what's what in terms of what you can do. So, we already used gaze, but we could use flare or lamp. I don't think we can take stuff, though. That's interesting. Let's head north again. Apparently you automatically take the stuff that you come into contact with. So we have those 3 flares. So if we head into the dark, that'll be fine. Let's go west. You feel like you're being watched. You're the wrong version of your. In times of yore, we knew how to use your and your. Oh well. North. Here you find a Balrog. Our strength is 2. Let's attack it. Ready to die? Drats, missed. The Balrog attacks. Ouch, he hit you. A noble effort, O formerly living human. You died from a lack of strength. When you died, you had sword, plate, 3 flares, and no money. And it took you 16 turns. Play again. Answer yes or no. I mean, if we type no, presumably it'll kick us out. So, that is Castle of Yendor. What is it? It's a text-based, procedurally generated castle full of monsters and items, much in the style of Rogue, but not really because it takes its influence from an even older game than Rogue. So you just wander around this grid-based castle and try and find your way to the Amulet of Yendor, presumably. It's very dated now, and obviously fans of roguelikes will bounce off a text-based adventure style, and fans of text-based adventures will bounce off the lack of description and narrative. So it's sadly a relic of other times. When you go through all these old games, you are going to find a relic every so often. And if you like me talking about relics, I take on any DOS game under the sun. Feel free to take a look at hundreds of other videos. And if you like what you see there, you can always subscribe. And if you can brave the castle and find the Amulet of Yendor, you're probably one of my treasure hunting patrons, a secret cabal of dungeon crawling sleuths who can solve any puzzle, procedurally generated or otherwise. So yeah, obviously I only scratched the surface. As soon as I came up against the Balrog, I knew that was that. But if you're a fan of text-based games and you're a fan of roguelikes, then maybe mushing the 2 together might do something for you. You never know. Until next time.